Hi to everyone, my name is Luboš Kucharek. I work in Moxa Europe as a technical support engineer, and I would like to show you in this video how you can easily configure our MGate 5217I. In case you are wondering, this is applicable for large commercial buildings, factories, power condition monitoring, or simply all your building applications, whether you need to translate communication from your Modbus to BACnet IP protocol. Let me briefly introduce my setup in case you would like to try it by yourself. As first, what you need is a power supply and MGate 5217I itself. And as second, you need some serial sensor. For this purpose, I'm using temperature and humidity sensor over 2-wire RS485 interface with baud rate 9600 bauds. And then you need to download the BACnet IP client. For beginning, I would recommend yet another BACnet Explorer.
So I'm going to show you how you can set this up in just 5 steps. To get started, I'll need to log in to the MGate's web console. My default IP address, admin as an account, and password is Moxa. On the network settings page, you can assign the IP address and net mask for the MGate. I will keep those default now. On the serial settings page, enter the serial parameters settings for your Modbus slave device. Based on my sensor, I will change the baud rate and serial interface and submit the settings. Well, restart is not necessary right now. We can do it later and continue to the protocol conversion. Purpose of the gateway is to bring the Modbus device to the BACnet IP network. Therefore, role 1 is fixed as a BACnet IP server, and we only need to decide for the other side between Modbus RTU ASCII and Modbus TCP. I'm using the Modbus RTU slave sensor, so let's keep this default, submit to save our changes and continue to the next step. To configure the BACnet IP server, usually you need to take care about device instance to keep it unique. But to make it simple, we have only one gateway, so we keep all default. Last and important step in MGate's configuration is the Modbus master settings to monitor data coming from the serial interface. Check the mode is RTU and our sensor is connected to the serial port 1. To make all well organized, let's add our sensor here and call it sensor 01. So when we are done, we are back in the previous menu and we can see our sensor in the device list. By double click, you can edit the device parameters and add Modbus commands you want the MGate handle. Let's add temperature here and set the data format as integer to read an input register. Datasheet of our sensor tells us that we can read that register from address 1. And rest of the parameters we can just keep default. So now we know what we will get on the Modbus side, and it's time to say what we want to see on the BACnet side. Let's keep analog input as BACnet object and set the units as in Celsius degrees. The COV increment again in default, and here is a feature that will make your life easier. MGate supports scaling by multiplication and the data additions, so you can get expected value in your client without calibrating your sensor or modification of the code. So, as I already know what to expect from my sensor output, I will modify those here a little. And when we are done, you can see the command for the temperature in the list. Let's repeat the same for the humidity. So let's add command name humidity, data format integer, and following our sensor datasheet, the register address set to 2, and that's all for Modbus side. Then set units for BACnet object to humidity, and we are done here with the configuration. So it's time to restart the MGate and save and apply all the settings. And once you hear this, MGate is ready. Before we go to the client application, we can check I/O data mapping. And in case you would like to ensure yourself the sensor communicate with MGate properly, we can review the protocol status by monitoring tools to see that our connection is okay. Or we can capture the traffic on the Modbus RTU side as well. And in the same way, we can analyze the BACnet protocol too. So, in case something is wrong, we can use those tools to find out the issue. Well, when everything is alright, let's go to our BACnet client finally. Let's see the results, the last part. And over yet another BACnet Explorer client, we can add the MGate 5217I to the BACnet network and just simply drag and drop either the temperature, either the humidity into the chart window that we can monitor the values. Let's zoom out a little bit and watch the chart.
So let's see how much I'm sweating when I'm recording this video for you. You saw how it's easy, so if you would like to try the same, I wish you good luck, and if you need some support, just contact us. Thank you for using Moxa products and wish you have a nice day.